Our first guest has won an Emmy Award for his work on Murphy Brown, The Murphy Brown Show, and he stars this season with Susan Dey in his brand new television series entitled Love and War, which can currently be seen Monday nights on the CBS television network. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jay Thomas. Jay. Sir, good to meet you.
We've never met.
Never met, although I feel I know you because I've seen you for many, many years on various television programs. Tell me about the Murphy Brown Show. How long were you on that program?
I was on for a couple, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I had like one little shot, and I was so good.
What did you do? Were you her boyfriend?
Let me explain my career to you, Dave. I'm an unusual-looking character actor, and they brought me on as a right-wing talk show host. And they said, wouldn't it be fun if we had the unusual-looking guy fall in love with the beautiful...
The good-looking Murphy Brown.
Yeah, so they had us fall in love.
Cool.
Really good.
Yeah, good for you. And you were the boyfriend for like 3 years on the show?
I was the boyfriend for 3 years, and I was the right-wing boyfriend, and she was the left-wing,
Right.
and that, of course, was the crux.
Right. Now, were you the father of the baby? Were you in that deal?
No, I practiced safe sex and was not the father of the baby. Her ex-husband came back, got her up on a desk. This happened, and I didn't write it. It happened.
It happened on the show?
On the show, as a desk, and then she was impregnated by him. When he found out, he left town.
How much of this was actually shown on the program?
I believe they
don't
stopped
understand.
with the, the climbing. They
Oh,
stopped.
man.
Yeah.
I gotta start getting home earlier on Monday
You
nights.
gotta,
And you won an Emmy for that role. What was the character's name?
Jerry Gold.
Jerry Gold.
Was his name.
Now you can't go back that because you're a different character.
I'm Jack Stein now. See, I'm Jack Stein now.
You're
So
Jack
I
Stein.
can't go back.
No, of course. The paperwork alone
Yeah, it would just
be
take weeks.
too fast. Yeah.
To figure it out. But they're both Jewish guys, so I could actually, I sort of, and now Jack Stein is nothing like Jerry Gold at all.
That's
Jack
right.
Stein's an opiniated columnist. He is
A
not
happening guy.
Yeah, he's not a talk show host. He's
an
an opinionated columnist.
columnist,
It's a whole different thing. And
But again, the good thing for you, the good news for you is you get to be on the show with another really attractive woman and talented actress.
Susan
Dey.
Yeah. And she and Candace Bergen were voted recently by like a men's health magazine.
Oh,
the
yeah,
two
I
most
subscribe to that.
The two most...
Men's Health.
You do subscribe to that, don't you? No,
I have a copy upstairs.
I know you do.
Men's
I saw
Health,
it.
yeah.
I was in the bathroom. I was reading it.
How do we get in the bathroom? What
Yeah.
are you doing in the bathroom?
The article was how tight underwear stop you from having kids.
I see.
They were voted the two most...
You didn't do the puzzle, did you?
No, I didn't do that.
Where were we?
I forget where we were. We were...
The big vote on women to most desirable
They
women.
were the two most fantasized about women in the United States. I don't know, is that true among the men here?
I would say, certainly in the
Bergen.
case of Candace Bergen, yeah.
And Susan Dey, you wouldn't fantasize about Susan?
Yes, but she doesn't come to mind as readily as does Candace Bergen, I guess because Candace Bergen has been here, and I kind of know her, so I would be more prone to fantasize about her.
You don't have to explain it to me. It's okay. I don't care what you fantasize about.
I felt the need to
I know
explain
you
and
did.
defend here. I'm sorry.
So they were the most So I've been with the two most fantasized. Now, these are women in real life who would not date me in real life.
Well, you don't know that.
I do know that.
You think so?
I do know. I know that I don't think they date you either, so don't worry about it.
Just speak for yourself, Big Mouth, and let's. But it must be a great kick and very satisfying to have that job. And
it's and the money. The money is. I'm sorry. You know what? Why don't actors ever come on and say, "God, the money is terrific"? Yeah.
Because that would alienate the people they're trying to entertain, which you've done successfully right here. Let's do a commercial, and we'll continue with Jay Thomas here. Jay Thomas is here from Love and War. Blue Rodeo will be out later. And the only female athlete ever to compete in the history of the NHL, Manon Rhéaume. Is that right? Close enough. Jay Thomas is here. You know, I know so... Oh, I'm sorry, what is it?
The art.
Yeah, it's a piece of art we have there hanging on Paul's organ. What do you think?
It looks like
$5,000.
It looks like something that'd be in a refrigerator, doesn't it? Like, you know, like your little kid did it?
Well, thank you very much.
Did you do it? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't do it. It's just we're displaying original artwork on Paul's musical box over there.
Oh, you do it all the time?
We do it, yeah, once a week.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to.
No, that's all right.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a piece of artwork.
I know. What is it? What does it mean to you?
Well, it doesn't mean anything to me. It means something to put on Paul's organ and waste a few minutes every night talking about.
Okay, fine. I thought I'd help you waste a couple of minutes.
And once again, it served its purpose.
There you go. How's the bit going as a weekly thing?
Just about like it went here.
Yeah, okay.
Now, Jay, in talking about your visit this afternoon, I was taken by one little episode of your life that, as you just mentioned in the commercial, at the time was very painful, now is kind of amusing. Can you share that with folks?
Yeah, when I was very young, and I think you...
How old were you?
I was about 21 years old.
Yep.
I was dating a woman, and in fact, I play a guy who has trouble in relationships, so this is...
Jerry Gold, right?
No. Jack Stein.
Oh, Jack Stein, I'm sorry.
The other Jewish guy.
I've got to get to my TV guide.
You really have to...
I have to straighten this out.
So my girlfriend had broken up with me, and I thought of a great way to get her back, you know, like, will you marry me?
Yeah.
And we got back.
Well, that's cute.
Well,
that's
we had
great.
to get married then. And so we fought a lot, and we got married, and then we continued to fight in the car on the way home from the wedding.
Oh, you actually had a big church wedding?
No, it was small. We just went across the state line because she was too young to marry in the state we lived in at the time.
How old was she?
She was. It's probably against the law. It was the South. They.
Oh, sure. So what you're saying is anything goes.
Exactly.
Down there.
Yeah,
of
like
course.
captain of a softball team, and I think it's legal if they marry. So we got married, and we began to argue in the car, and she took the ring off and tossed it out the window as we were driving, and there was a big open field as there are in the South.
Valuable ring?
Very valuable at the time, and it had a flaw in it. That's why I'd gotten it cheap. It was a little diamond. And my friend Larry sold it to me. He had a broken marriage. So
what a bunch of losers.
we were zeros. We were married 1 hour. 1 hour.
Wow.
We were married 1 hour. And as you know, I don't know if you know this or not, but in many states, even though you decide within an hour that you're breaking up, you still must wait a year to get divorced.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, you do. So you had to wait a year. And then she had to be kept in the way that she was accustomed.
That was the settlement.
Yes,
Yeah.
and since we were only in the car, I gave her a Pinto. I thought that was the best thing. And
what became of her? Do you still stay in touch with her?
No, you're not really friendly with. I had to go back. I spent the rest of the day searching for the ring, which I found and brought back to Larry. And he gave me. I spent $1,500, and he gave me $750.
Attaboy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, Larry. No, I don't know whatever happened to her.
Did she remarry?
She will probably be calling some,
Well, that'd be sort of
Jacoby
nice.
and Myers tomorrow morning.
But you mean after all these years,
No.
20-some years, you still haven't heard from her?
Never saw her again.
Your first wife, and you haven't heard from her at all?
No, and I don't really want to. Let's stop talking about it.
Well, Jay, stand up and turn around because she's right over there. I love it. I love the music. The music always... That's what makes you believe for a second that she might be back there.
I kept asking Mary, I said, why do you keep asking me about this marriage? And she says, oh, for no reason in particular. I'm thinking, oh, God, they found her. They found her. And, then I read, this is true, it happened, the Pintos used to blow up.
Yeah, that's right.
So I read that about 2 weeks later and had a big smile on my face as I'm reading the newspaper thinking, no kidding, there is some justice in the world.
That's an awful,
so maybe she was a statistic for all I know.
God. You've won him back now, Jay. You got him right back. Oh. Now, let's talk about this show, this
Try and get
Love
the
and
name
War.
right at
Love
least
and War.
once.
Love and War is the name of it.
Love and War.
Very successful. It was like number 7 the first week, 7 and 8 right in there.
7 and 8. First top. Has anybody watched Love and War?
Big.
Very good. Thank you.
Good to see you, Jay. Good luck
Thank
with
you
the
for
show.
having
Thanks
me.
for being
I
here.
appreciate it.
Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. They can enjoy themselves with abandon now, knowing that I know CPR.
And so can I.
Our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, plays boorish newspaper columnist Jack Stein on the hit series Love and War. Do you ever see the program, Paul?
Sure, I see it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's over there on CBS.
Saw it the other day.
Right after Murray Brown.
It's a great show. I think that's Murphy Brown.
9:30 on another network. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Jay Thomas. Jay! You look like you're in the cast of Long Riders.
Well,
That's like the longest sweater I've ever seen in my life.
No,
Is that a sweater or
you know
a
what?
jacket?
It would probably fit you as a normal jacket. You want to try it on?
Well, of course, because I'm a
Would you like
normal
it?
I'm a normal sized guy. Hey Jay, how you doing, buddy?
You know what? I suddenly feel like I'm going to do a bris any minute.
Well,
It worked.
whatever you enjoy doing.
You know
sure.
what? It looked better.
You do that, I know CPR. It's different interests, whatever you want to do.
Well, you're from Indiana. Are you circumcised?
Yeah. All I'm going to say is I'm a registered voter.
All
so
right.
that's.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. Everything's good. Everything's fine.
You know, I heard something about the show you're on, the, what's it called?
Love and War show.
Love
You
and
on
War
CBS?
show. Been on a couple of seasons, I believe.
Yes, it has. Doing very well.
And it's part of the big blockbuster Monday night
big
lineup.
block, big night.
Yeah, it was like, for the year last year, it was in the top 20, top 15.
Gigantic.
Yeah.
Gigantic show.
So now I hear
Yeah.
that the cast is crumbling, that Susan, what's her name, is taking a hike.
Yeah, Susan Day quit.
Susan Day quit.
Quit the show.
Why?
I was afraid it was my breath at first. That was the first thing you think. She had an argument with like the producer, and they talked, or they didn't get along, or whatever, and so they quit. And you'll find this when you get to CBS. You'll find this that you are, me. I'm the other star, kept completely in the dark.
Oh, is that right?
I read about it in the Inquirer, which is always an embarrassing thing to read. But
Do you have a subscription?
yes, I do.
Well, see?
I like seeing my name in this jacket. I dress like this so I can see myself.
So why did she quit?
One laugh on the jacket. Thank you.
So now you can write it off? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
that's
saying?
right. I can write the jacket off. What were you saying?
I don't know. So Susan, you read that she's
This is
quitting the show.
delicate. This is delicate, and you're really pressing me. The woman quit. I got along with her. She talked to someone. They didn't get along. The woman quit.
How long has she been on the show?
1 year. She was with one, and I thought everything was
She
fine.
plays your wife on the show.
No, just girlfriend.
Plays your girlfriend.
I've been
on the
asking
show.
her to marry
Who
me.
plays your wife on the show?
Don't have a wife.
Oh, I said. Well, that's a show. You got a
that
show
isn't-
there.
There's no show on TV where the guy is married with a girlfriend. There's no kind of a show like that.
How about you?
DIVORCE with that. Would be.
All right. So have you talked to her? You should pick up the phone and call her.
I did all that.
Yeah. What'd she say?
She said she quit.
But why? What's the problem?
Creative differences.
What does that mean?
Well, I have no idea. I've never had those. Let me tell you what I do. Jay, come here. Go over there. Say that. Stand over there.
Yeah.
And then here's a check, and I go home.
Where's
It's hard to have creative differences with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Susan and I are great friends, and we got
Wasn't
along.
she on the LA Law program?
She was on LA Law.
Now, did she quit from that program? Did she walk off? Maybe she's probably a hothead. She might be a hothead.
All right, look. She quit the show. The show is going to go on, and they're going to name a replacement.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Hope it isn't Danny Bonaducci. It's my my prayer.
Now, is she going back to the LA Law?
I don't know any of this. I don't think she's going back to LA
She goes
Law.
from show to show, causing trouble, and then moves
Oh
on.
my God. No, she was wonderful. We got along. It was a simple clash between she and the producer lady. I had nothing to do with it. In fact, I was kept in the dark about the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I can understand that.
CBS keeps you in the dark. CBS is like the Army. They tell you all these nice things, and you say you want to be an engineer, and they go, okay, great. Next thing you know, you're putting a pup tent up in Somalia. I mean, that's the CBS thing. And I mean this. When you get over there, you're going to say, gee, don't you think the Harmonica Cats would be a good group? Yeah, there'll be a lot of changes. Make the top
Just
10, the top 6.
go easy, all right?
But you know, it seems to me like now, weren't you on a series of programs that you left too?
All right, look.
There was you used to be on the Murphy Brown. What
I was
happened
on
there?
Murphy Brown. Well, I was dating Murphy Brown.
Right, on the show.
Yeah, I'm dating. I'm her boyfriend.
She's happily married in real life.
In real life, but this is not real life. This is pretend.
I know the difference.
All right, now watch. I'm dating her.
Yeah.
Another guy comes to
On
town.
the show?
On the show, I'm dating her. Can I talk now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on Murphy Brown, and I'm dating her, and I'm excited. It's a big thing in my career. They have another guy come who she was married to for like 6 weeks. 20 years ago, they sleep in the desk, and she gets impregnated by him while she's dating me.
Yeah, that's the guy.
So I'm the idiot who wore a condom, right?
And because you were practicing safe sex, they'd dump you off the show.
That's exactly right. Had I been less responsible sexually, I'd still be
you'd
on
been
Murphy
there.
Brown.
Sure, yeah.
That's exactly.
I'll tell you what we need to do is
I'm so depressed. I'm sorry that I'm here.
No, pick yourself up. Get a hold of it. Everything's fine.
So go ahead and yell it out. I was killed on Cheers, all right?
you were on
I was killed on Cheers. There, you see? So, Susan Day quits. Another man impregnates Murphy Brown. They murder me on Cheers.
Yeah, but Cheers, where is that going? How long is that going to last? We have to do a commercial, and then we'll continue visiting here with our friend Jay Thomas. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest spectacle in television talk shows. Jay Thomas is with us tonight, and Rod Stewart. That's a pretty good
That's
show.
unbelievable.
Yes, sir. You're happy to be here for this
Very
one, I
flattered
would
to
say.
be...
Jay, let's talk a little bit about your early life. I guess where are you from originally?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Born in Texas, moved to New Orleans.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I'm from. And
Is that where you got into show business?
yeah, I started as a strip show comic down in the French Quarter. It was
It's a great town.
Have you ever done the strip show comedy?
Oh, sure, yeah.
No. Well, there were no strip shows in was it Nebraska you're from?
It was Indiana. It still is Indiana, as a matter of fact. Yes, we have strip shows. There's strip shows going on all the time in Indiana. It's the strip show state.
Oh, that's right.
It says that right on the license plates.
That's right.
Naked girls.
I would tell my parents that I was going to typing class at the YMCA, and I would go down and have my material, and I would tell jokes at the strip clubs.
Yeah.
And I was 16, and there were these drunks who wanted to see the girls naked, and I'd be telling my jokes and stuff. And I was so stupid. I didn't do anything sexually, and I regret that 30 years later. And I would get home, and I would have maybe a spot on my pants that I didn't realize. And my mother would say, what is that? I would say typing ink. Something from the typewriter had gotten on me. So it was, I would have to explain what happened.
Woo!
Yeah, it was...
I'm starting to have some creative differences here.
Yeah, that's a hell of a...
Have CBS repossess your pup tent.
That's exactly right.
And then from that beginning, working as a guy in a burlesque house, how did you get into acting and and you also do voiceover work?
Yeah, I did voiceovers first. That was the first. Are you really interested in this?
Yeah, you can make it. It's because a lot of, I hear a lot of famous people doing voiceover. A lot of actors who you don't.
I did a famous voice. My voice is not anything famous, but I did a bug spray for a long time.
I don't know what you mean.
Raid! What a career, huh? What else? I know my family's so proud sitting at home right now.
You knew what you were doing when you dumped typing class.
That's right. You said you were 46. I've just had my second kid. I'll be 45 soon. And you smoke cigars, don't you?
Yeah, I love cigars.
You're not going to be allowed to do that. You ever plan on having children?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Don't ever smoke a cigar in front of your children.
It's bad.
Well, I was told the other day that I was going to kill my kids with secondhand smoke.
Secondhand smoke,
was
yeah.
going to kill the kids. And then my son begins to imitate the cigar smoking thing, which makes everybody crazy.
How old is your son, you say?
2.5 is the oldest one, and the young one's not smart enough yet to imitate me. If I don't, if I'd invented electricity, they wouldn't be trying with the cigar. The other day, he tried to smoke some dog poo-poo in the backyard. And bragging, Daddy showed me how to do this.
Yeah.
He didn't say cigar.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
they had me in the room going,
neighbors,
why
yeah.
are you teaching the son to smoke the dog poo-poo? I said, that's not what I did. I didn't do that. I don't even touch that.
Are these the kind of stories you would tell Susan on the set of your show during? I think beginning to scratch the surface here on this mystery. Let's see, Jay. Well, you and I, we kind of hang out now. We work for the same.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
It's going to be just
have you on the show all the time?
It's going to be a ton of fun. We'll have you do like a walk-on on Love and War. You could come on. We'd make love one week until they find. It would be like a crying game kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right at the last moment, I'd be lifting the dress, and that would just freeze frame with.
So this story about you and the wife and kids is all just a lie.
Just a makeup thing. This is a dress I had made into a jacket.
Anyway, the show will continue, I guess, with
9:30s Monday nights, and we have a fabulous cast. Susan is in good shape. She's going to be doing movies and stuff, and there will be tremendous.
They got to run somebody else in there, though.
They'll bring another lover in. They'll bring another lover will come in, and I hope I don't run this one off. Or
horribly
I don't get killed, or she doesn't
unseemly
get knocked
quality
up by
to it.
some guy from out of town for 15 minutes. I just, if it happens one more time, I think I'm out.
Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, good to see you. We'll be right back with Rod Stewart. Bye-bye. Wow, this is turning out to be some show, isn't it? It's an hour of people riding in a cab. Our first guest tonight has appeared on such television programs as the very popular Cheers and also Murphy Brown. He is now in his second season as the star of Love and War, right here on CBS. And if he plays his cards right tonight, he'll be taking a cab ride. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very entertaining gentleman, Mr. Jay Thomas. Jay! Thomas, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Big Shot television star right here on CBS.
I guess I'm going in the damn cab before the night's over, right?
If you want to, that'd be great. You get a chance to take a ride in a cab.
Well, let's see how I do here first. Do good here, I'll go in a cab.
How was your Halloween?
Great. I brought the entire family from Los Angeles. Thanks for paying for those tickets. That was great. And not first class, we flew coach. Don't worry about it.
How many people in the family?
There is the little 7-month-old baby and a
that's cute.
3-year-old boy,
Yeah.
and then there's the wife and 15 pieces of luggage and the car seats. And I have one word for you: vasectomy. All right, vasectomy. And so we fly, and I act like it's okay, and then we get to the thing, and we trick-or-treated in a building last night.
Now, how does that happen? You trick-or-treated in the hotel?
And no, we went to some friends to their building, and we went from floor to floor.
Oh, well, that's nice.
It was very interesting. And the kids were dressed. My little boy went as Robin Hood.
Oh, that's cute.
It's cute, isn't it? And
I don't think you have to be nasty about it.
no, it was cute. And the little one went as a 7-month-old with a dirty diaper, which I thought was original.
Yeah.
And I went as Batman. I had the Batman outfit on.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm glad we talked about it, because now I can save the receipt and the tape of this show. It goes right to the IRS that I talked about Batman. And what was sad was there was a little kid, and we were in a group. We went from floor to floor. A little kid dressed as Barney, you know?
Barney the dinosaur.
And he was treated terribly by people.
There's some kind of backlash going on, yeah.
They were slamming the door in his face.
Oh, no.
They were calling him Purple Jerk, Purple Jerk, Purple Jerk. A kid dressed as Dr. Kevorkian got more candy.
That's very odd. Very odd sociological comment.
It was an awful evening for the poor child. They were ripping his head off. And, kids were strangling him to get his face to turn purple, then yelling, "Look, Barney, Mom!" You know,
Yeah,
that
no,
kind of-
that's not good.
It was awful.
What,
but
what
it was
is
fun.
what is the situation with you and maybe I've got this wrong? You and the Attorney General of the United States. Some kind of a conflict. You're being fined. You're being penalized. You've been arrested. What's the deal?
No. I was a part of the TV violence Senate investigation.
Big crackdown now on television
Big
violence.
crackdown, and apparently the president of this network, Mr. Stringer, went in front of them and said,
I'm sorry. What's the name?
Stringer.
Don't know him.
Stringer. So anyway, Mr. Stringer, Massa Stringer, he goes on there and he says, we don't have violence every night, and especially our Monday night lineup. And they said, au contraire, and they show me in a brawl, a slapstick brawl,
Right.
on the Senate floor.
Wow.
And I'm watching it myself. It was like an accident. As an American, I'm watching it, and I couldn't believe it. And so Senator Hollings from South Carolina, Fritz Hollings, said, it was terrible and it was bad. Now he's commenting sort of on my acting also at the same time. So that immediately pisses me off, right? And I'm a lifelong Democrat,
Yeah.
right? And then Senator Burns from Montana, who's a Republican, he says, well, I thought it was pretty funny.
There you go.
So I'm switching parties right away and thinking of buying a ranch in Montana. And they ran it on the Senate, and it shows me, I think they showed me being dragged down the bar and then thrown. And the image of it was like, you want to be on the floor of the Senate as an American. The image was literally of me flying and landing on the floor of the Senate, and I was part of this TV sex and violence.
So I don't get it, because what you're describing to me, in fact, sounds violent.
It was funny violent. It wasn't like I'm going to punch you in the nose right now.
No, please don't
No,
do that.
I wouldn't do that, but I'm
Because
saying.
we have many cab rides ahead of us tonight, and I want. But
You know what they said? They said the titles of shows were violent. That Angela Lansbury show, Murder, She Wrote,
right,
that was a violent title.
automatically, there's going to be violence.
Well, I'm thinking it should have been like, sprained ankles she scribbled. I'm thinking, you can't. That's stupid. It's silly, right? So this was this is a romantic comedy that I'm in. This isn't a violent.
Doesn't make any difference if the violence takes place in a romantic comedy or not. Violence is violence.
No, but it's like you sending this guy in a New York City cab tonight. He could have been murdered when he came around the corner, and it was a joke, right? It was kidding. I didn't mean for it to be violent. The door opens and he's.
No,
And
we don't want
we
that.
see Gabriel like this,
No, that's
You make my heart beat so fast.
that's not. No.
I must kill,
No. All right.
I'm not going in that cab. Wait a minute, hold it. Has Gabriel been paid or tipped yet?
No, he has not been paid or tipped. I have Gabriel's money
let me
right
bring
here.
the money to him.
All right.
Because Gabriel's ready to kill somebody now out there.
We have to pause here for a
He didn't
commercial.
look like he wanted to be made fun of either.
No,
I
we're
can
not
tell you
making
that.
fun of anybody.
Oh,
We're
yeah? I
just
hope he
giving away
doesn't have, like, a
cab
little
rides.
watchman
All right.
as,
We'll be right back
think
with
they're
Jay
making
Thomas
fun
here.
of
No. Jay Thomas is here. Squeeze will be out later, and Martha Stewart is going to be on the show to tell you what to do with your leftover pumpkins.
Oh, great.
Did you ever, as a kid or maybe as an adult, were you ever in actual fights yourself?
Well, I'm sort of a big mouth kind of guy, and I've been in a lot of fights. I've been beaten up a lot, actually. What's funny is, and I was the king of the sucker punch, because the guy would be picking on me, or I'd say something to him, and then I'd go, look, I really don't want any trouble, and I'd put my hands, and he'd put his hand, and then I would pop him.
Oh, that's admirable.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And wait till Janet Reno hears about this. And so after a couple of punches, I wasn't angry anymore.
Yeah.
But the other person was very angry.
Oh, yeah, now
So
they're,
then-
sure.
Yeah, so, and I was once beaten, and it sounds like a joke, it's true, I was once beaten with my own fists. I was in junior college. I bet this guy's watching right now with a big beer belly someplace in Florida, but he was a great baseball player, and I went to a dance at Gulf Coast Junior College in Panama City.
Gulf Coast
Junior College. I graduated cum laude. Don't give me any trouble.
That's not in the Ivy League, is it? Gulf
No.
Coast Junior?
Don Sutton went there, the great baseball player
Oh,
from
I'm
the
sorry.
Dodgers.
Forgive me. Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Just relax, will you?
Every time I come on here, you really do. You aggravate me about my past.
Just settle down. Here, I didn't realize I was dealing with a hothead,
No,
for
but
heaven's
you're
sake.
from Indiana. That is not exactly the biggest deal in the world.
Well,
All right, let's get back to what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Because
there's
I don't
nothing
want to have
wrong
to take
with
the
being
cab
from
ride early.
Indiana. Okay.
They'll find my dead body in a cab like at 4 in the morning. You know? We last saw him on the Letterman show. Well, I danced with the guy's girlfriend, and the next day he got upset, and he begins to push me and stuff, and he was a big fella, and so guys crowd around, and the macho thing was starting, and I said, look, I don't want any trouble.
Sure, yeah.
Please, me, and he put his hands down, and I took from the floor and just hit him as hard as I could hit him, and this is like, he went like that. And then a little blood came, and he went like, oh, you gonna get it now. And so he goes at me, and I get in the middle of him because it won't hurt me, and I get on the ground, and the fists are flying, and everything like a car accident, everything slowed down, and I could see his fist coming at me underneath, and I caught it with my
Good
hand.
move. Excellent defensive work.
But it made no difference because he just continued to beat me with the back of my own fist. And so I caught both of his hands, and he was beating me. And so later on, when I would describe the fight, the guy says, what in the hell did he hit you with? I said, my own hand.
That couldn't be more humiliating.
No, not at all.
Yeah. How's the show going? How are you and Susan Day getting along? I'm sorry?
I mean, how dumb can you get? I don't believe it.
Man alive!
No, I mean, are you
You're
still
pushing
getting
your
the
luck
Dan
now.
Quayle family newspapers? I mean, Miss Susan Day has left.
She's not on the show.
Annie Potts is on
Oh,
the show.
Annie Potts. All
She's
right.
a new girlfriend. We're
Forgive me.
doing fabulous.
I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
No, I can't. But it's funny. I was being interviewed by some foreign journalists, and the show is just starting overseas.
Oh, really? Your program is on in Europe?
Starting. This isn't in Europe, is it?
No, I don't think so.
There'd be a lot of hands. So,
Well, it could be.
No, but it's not Europe. So I was being interviewed by TV Norge the other day, which is Norwegian TV. And they...
TV Norge?
TV Norge. Okay. It means two things over there. We don't get into it.
No, I understand.
Look at TV Norge. So the guy says, and he's interviewing me, and he's talking about Susan Day, and I said, listen, don't get too attached to her, I didn't want to tell him,
You didn't say to him, well, how dumb can you be?
No,
did
I
you?
didn't.
No, of course you didn't say that to him.
Look,
No,
I really
don't want to start trouble
I'm gonna tell you,
overseas.
I want to do the show again. That was a mistake.
Let's see here.
No, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, hold it.
Wait a minute.
I'll
No.
go in the cab.
All right, we'll get
No,
the cab.
call the cab now.
We'll get the cab for
No,
you.
because I can tell now the way you're going to the car, I'm out of here now. No, when you go
With or without the card, your history.
No, hold it. When you hold the car,
That's it. Boom, you're gone.
please let me take the cab.
All right, I'll tell you, when the cab comes around, we'll try and get you in, all right?
No, I'll be right backstage waiting for
I
the cab.
understand that. You wait over there. We'll get the cab,
All
and then
right,
you can jump
hold
in.
it. You know what else? I don't want the cigar either.
What is wrong with you?
Well, I feel as though I insulted you by saying... how
Well,
could you
then,
be
then don't
mad?
insult me further. Take the cigar and enjoy that. Light that up in the cab. Jay Thomas, it's Love and War, Mondays at 9:30.
Manny Potts.
We'll be right back. We'll be out here in a couple of minutes. Also, Martha Stewart to tell you what to do with those leftover pumpkins. Toss them away. Tomorrow on the program, Terry Garr will be here. Thank you. And also Paul Simon, another wonderful program for us tomorrow. Let me see, Hal is...
He's on his way, Dave.
Well, by all means, Hal, speak right up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Where is Gabriel now? There he is. Let's bring him in. pay him off, give him a standing ovation, and thank him for a job well done. Have him get out of the... will someone get him out of the cab there? Here he comes. Nice job. Thank you very much. Jay. There you go. This is Gabriel. We have one more passenger. You guys enjoy yourselves. Yes, sir. Be very careful. Thank you, Gabriel. Nice meeting you. There they go.
Now, Gabriel, I want to come back now.
Okay, look, he's going to talk Gabriel's ear off. Just shut up and get in the cab.
Have they
Get
paid
in.
you?
Don't make trouble. Get
I
in.
don't have anything smaller than a 20.
We're going to do another commercial when we come back. Squeeze is here. Thanks, kids. Okay, welcome back. We have just enough time to taste some of this. Is Gabriel back there? Gabriel, are you here? Come on out and have some pumpkin pie. Oh, look at his friend Jay. Here, Gabriel. Here, have. Oh my God, where did you take this man?
We went all around it. I mean, I got hungry right now.
I want some of that.
Boy, is that ugly. Here, have some pie.
Thank you.
Yes,
You
sir.
want some of this?
My thanks to Martha Stewart, also Squeeze, and Jay Thomas. Tomorrow on the program, Terry Garr and Paul Simon. Thanks for being here. Good night, everybody.
Worldwide Pants.
I'm not saying there'd be anything wrong if the accountant only spoke Italian.
No.
It would just be trouble.
It would be interesting.
You'd have that language problem.
Right. Language.
Yeah, for me, example, I speak no Italian, and say if my accountant only spoke Italian, well, it'd be chaos. It'd be bedlam.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, Tony's looking at me again. It's like the old joke. What do you mean, we kimosabi? Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for a minute. Our first guest has starred on numerous television programs, including Cheers, of course, the very popular Murphy Brown, and he can currently be seen on the CBS television show Love and War. Please welcome back to this program, War himself, Jay Thomas. Jay! Buonasera.
How are you?
Good, nice to see you.
Fine,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
What are you doing now? Are you out of production now on your show?
Yeah, we're on what they call hiatus.
How does that happen?
How does that happen?
Yeah. What am I speaking Chinese
No,
here?
you know-
Yeah. How does that happen?
You know, we had trouble last time I was
We're
here.
having no trouble now. Well, you just
How does
relax.
it happen? When they shut the lights out, you figure that's the end of the thing. Hiatus means, in Latin, you've done 22 episodes. And so
That's all you have to do is 22 episodes?
sometimes you do 24 episodes,
Yeah.
but we had the Olympics, so we did 22. And so...
So the show won't be on now until October, November? When does it come back on?
Look. The season usually starts in September. There's usually a lot of commercials and stuff. It's a big deal usually in this country.
The TV season?
Yeah, the TV season.
Sure.
So you work from August to March, or maybe April to
Not
late.
me, buddy. I work all year
Oh,
long.
you work all year
Yeah.
long.
no candy-ass half-hour weekly show, son.
Here we go.
I'm here night in, night out, 1 hour every night.
Here we go. Well, you know, to me, it's sort of like you have a bad agent. I'm sorry about that. But, I mean, I much rather would do, 7 months and I'm out of there. So we're off from, the whole summer, basically, spring and summer.
But it's a good thing, and the show's a huge hit, so it's not a sign of trouble. Yeah.
A sign of trouble?
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of times...
You say things that people aren't even thinking. It's not a sign of trouble.
It's not, no.
Now, they put some other shows in the time period every now and again.
All right.
And they test them out.
To see how they would do.
How they would do. Now, when that happens, it's not a sign of trouble.
No.
It's just that we're on hiatus.
That's right.
Not to worry.
But if those shows do better than your show...
Well, no, we don't want to talk about that.
Now, but that would be a sign of trouble.
Well, then
yeah.
we bring Mr. Galooly in. That's so... That's right. We bring him in.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, getting back to the original question, you have some time off.
You know, when your mom was on the Olympics,
Yeah.
I was worried. I was nervous because I kept expecting, Conan O'Brien's mom to come in and give her a little whack. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My mom can handle herself.
She
thank
was
you.
wonderful.
Yeah, sure. Nice.
So now the hiatus thing, yeah, we're why are we talking about this? The show is on, it's
Right.
doing fine.
Yeah, but so what are you going to do now? You have some free time. That's what
Special
I was trying
projects.
to get to.
I'm looking for
special projects.
Special project.
Well, like what? What example? Give me an example of a special project.
Do they do Circus of the Stars in the summertime?
I don't know. I'm busy
I'm looking
here
for
every
movies.
night.
I'm looking
Oh, movies.
for
You'd be
things.
good in movies.
Yeah, I'd be real good in the movies,
Yeah.
wouldn't I?
Have you been in some movies?
Not many movies,
Yeah.
no. I played a guy that it was on CBS. It was called Miracle Landing. The top of the airplane blew off, and Connie Selica was the co-pilot.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah.
This thing that happened in Hawaii?
And I was
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
on the ground that talked him down.
Oh, bless your heart.
I had like a flowered shirt. No, I don't do many movies. But I would like to do. I would like to do films. I would like to do important work.
Oh, sure.
Like that.
Yeah.
Or I would do any Disease of the Week movie that might come up. Because you have to have a movie where somebody is sick and dying, because they just don't do movies. They don't do movies when you're well and everything's okay. They just don't. You have to have disease or you've lost something.
It's a little depressing.
It is
isn't it?
depressing.
Well, television, though, is a reflection. It's a mirror. It's like holding a mirror up to society.
Apparently a lot of people are out there limping and very sick then, because every
God.
week. Well, it's true.
Oh, that's not a nice thing to have said.
Well, that must be true if it's a
no
reflection
wonder
of
you're on
society.
hiatus, for
and
heaven's
every
sakes.
movie is that people, something terrible's happening to them. Now, I'll tell you a movie I just lost.
Yeah.
There you go. I was up for a movie, and I thought I was going to get it. I was going to play this Southern lawyer. And I'm from the South originally, and so it'd be a chance for me to play a Southern guy. And they called up and said, gee, they really want it, just CBS movie, but the part has gone to someone else.
No.
I said, who? James Garner, the part went to. Wow. I thought, how can I lose a part to James Garner? Yeah. How can we, when I was a kid, they would punish me. I couldn't watch Maverick. That's how I remember him. So my movie career is not taking off, but I'm losing it to bigger stars now.
That's
I'm actually losing
that's a
parts.
good sign.
It's a very good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Sure, if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah, I have to look at it like that. How else am I going to look at it?
We'll give you a second here to reflect on all of
I
this.
am so depressed
No,
when
no.
I come here.
Why?
Because you brought up the hiatus. Now I'm worried about the show a little bit.
No, the
Maybe
show's
not
great.
telling me.
The show's great.
And I've only been off work a week. And I have not had a movie offer. I want to check my machine right away.
Well, you probably, after tonight's show, you probably get some offers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Will you take the calls here and just put them to the bag?
It's never happened in the half a year we've been on, but there might be somebody who would call in tonight.
Okay.
We got to do a commercial, and then we'll continue here with Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Hi there. Welcome back to the show. Jay Thomas is here. Crash Test Dummies. They're great. And also Kevin Spacey. Do you know Kevin?
I know his work.
He's a terrific actor. And a very funny guy. I believe he started out doing comedy, stand-up. Yeah. Well, and where were we? What were we talking about? Oh, you know what I wanted to mention?
I don't want to talk. Whatever we talked about before, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right, we don't have to talk about it anymore. I'm sure everything's
Because
fine.
I feel much better now.
Yeah, good.
And I'm so shallow, I've forgotten the conversation from 5 minutes ago.
When you were on the show the first time, you threw food at me.
Now, wait a minute. You started it. And that's why I wore this outfit. I'll tell you, and I'm glad, because I look like an idiot. I came in here minding my own business. And, this is a nerve-wracking thing. And I'm here to promote my life and perhaps get my career going.
Promoting your hiatus.
Yeah, promoting my hiatus. So, that's right.
I'd like to mention I have a weekend off coming up in a couple of days.
That's right.
I'm here promoting that tonight.
Be looking for me in Deer Valley, Utah this weekend. I came here minding my own business, and you sent me in a taxi cab.
That's right. We were giving people that night rides in cabs in New York City. It was
Yeah,
fun.
but I was the guest. You didn't give them the ride. But I didn't want to go in a taxi cab. But I thought, well, I don't know
Play
you.
along,
You're a big
sure.
deal
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. I had to go in a taxi cab. So I had like a really beautiful outfit on. you
Lovely
know.
suit.
Yeah, it was a great suit.
Looked like an Italian suit.
Yeah, it was. It was and the cab driver was a guy who kept telling me how big you were in the Sudan. Remember this guy? Yeah. So I'm out there with him. He gets so excited he gets hungry. And we stop for a falafel, which I guess in the Sudan is like a mainstay or whatever they eat.
Okay.
So I wore these shoes tonight, which are my hiking boots, in case you send my butt out in the street again, because I ruined my shoes.
Those are good-looking shoes,
They
though.
are
Yeah.
great, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I, promotional stuff on hiatus. I get a lot of promotional things on hiatus. So I come back, and you have Martha Stewart here, and you hit me with whipped cream.
Yes, that's right. She was here making pumpkin pie or something.
Oh, that was great. You can hit these guys if you want. These are old pants. I sent the thing to the cleaner. I got the little tag back that said, "Sorry, we can't remove these stains."
No.
Oh yeah.
No, you're kidding
The
me.
lights or something had dug.
Whipped cream is just whipped cream. It's like it's a
It was
dairy
like
product
you know what it
or
was?
something.
It was a Christmas suit. And it was my Father's Day tie.
Oh,
now, you
sorry.
don't think about things
no,
like
I'm
this
sorry.
when you
I
throw
lost my
things
head.
at
I'm a
people.
hothead. Forgive me.
Then I hit you with the falafel.
That's right.
Which
That's
was
right.
very funny.
Yeah.
And you had like the tahini and the stuff on your face. I get
Who
back
doesn't enjoy a little tahini
Who
on
doesn't?
your face?
You know, I get back to my room and the phone is ringing and it's some CBS guy going, gee, you hit Dave tonight with a falafel. and I said, well, yeah, well, he ruined my suit. He goes, well, how did he take it? I said, well, over the eye. I thought he took it took it over his eye and it dripped in his shirt. He goes, no, I mean, was he upset? I said, well, you're from CBS. Call him. He goes, oh, no, we don't call him. We don't ever call Dave. I said, well, what's the problem? He goes, well, Jay, do you think you'll be back? And I'm thinking, oh, my God, I have no idea. So my agent calls. He goes, look, you threw food at David Letterman. He said, they're afraid if you do this movie with Angela Lansbury, you'll hit her with tapioca. I said, hold it a minute. I don't throw food. He hit me first. Did anybody call you and say, how did Jay
No,
take
we
it? Of
don't,
course
no.
not. Of course not. Unbelievable. So, hold it. No. And there's like a bucket of water over my head.
Let's take a look at the tape of that night. Roll that tape quickly.
You really have that?
Yeah, we have the
Oh,
tape.
let's
Here
see
we go.
that.
All right. All right, I think we have it in slow motion.
We have it in slow motion.
Now this will show
You know, now I'm right-handed, so
Yeah.
that was a left-handed. Oh, that's beautiful.
Boy, that's a beautiful golf shot.
Oh! Look at that. Wow. Did you see the follow-through? Huh?
You're going to get some more phone calls.
Yeah, I sure will.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Well, was it okay to hit you with a thing, though?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
No, because it was retaliation. I had creamed you with the stuff
with
and
the stuff.
Absolutely.
Can I have a copy of that?
Yeah, we'll get it to you.
In slow motion?
Yeah, enjoy your hiatus,
Thank
Jay.
you very
Thank you very
much.
much. Come
You're
back
great to me.
anytime.
Thank you all.
Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Our first guest is an Emmy Award-winning actor and star of the very, very popular CBS series Love and War. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program the always energetic Jay Thomas. Jay! Have a seat there, Jay. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to New York City. You look like you lost weight. Did you lose a little weight?
I did lose a
You've
tremendous.
been dieting? You've been working out?
I have been dieting and working out. Before we go any further,
Yeah?
I want to say something personal
Sure, go ahead.
while I adjust
Shoot.
myself. I don't know what's happening down here. It's not usually like that.
Would you like to borrow my valet?
Last night I'm watching the MTV Music
Yeah.
Awards. Right?
That's okay. You touched me once.
Well, watch it.
Just then you touched me. When you gestured, you touched me.
Well, I'm
That's-
straight. Don't worry about it.
Well, I
right?
understand that. I just don't like people touching me. That's once.
Okay, fine.
All right.
So I'm watching the thing, and when you come out with Madonna, I started screaming like a little kid. I said, "This
Is that
is
right?
fantastic! What he did."
Yeah.
Now you back me up on this. Did you see the way Madonna
Oh, good
looked
luck.
at him? She was smitten with you.
She was very nice last night.
No, she
was
wasn't
very-
just nice.
No, she was nice.
She didn't talk rough. She didn't know
She was
body.
very nice.
She touched nothing on her body.
No, she was
right?
nice.
She didn't touch anything. This woman fell in love with you.
That's not
last-
true.
No, no, it
That's
is
not-
true.
no, it's not true.
No. I called the psychic hotline and spoke to Dionne Warwick.
All right. That's twice. You touched me now. You touched me now twice. Twice now. You've touched me right
Cost
there.
me
Twice.
$7. They are supposed to be together. And what happened here was a horrible psychic accident. And now Madonna has been uncovered to be what she is. And I began to think about when you left the stage, she looked like a lost puppy at the podium.
No, come
You
on.
should not pass go, marry her. Don't date, don't do anything. Move right to that double-wide mobile home in Indianapolis.
You know, it seems like sound advice.
It is good advice.
I don't know why it didn't occur to
Because
me.
she's had this really wild life, really wild. And they say you're calm, but you're not. You're probably a complete freak. And,
That's right.
a complete freak.
You got it.
She's really a nice, and I was thinking that if you did marry, she has one name, but she would hyphenate, she'd be like Madonna-man. That would be her new,
Madonna-man.
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 Madonna-man would be her name. So, I'm getting psychic signals right now.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
And I know when you think about it, you think, well, probably there's a religious problem. She's Catholic and you're a Branch Davidian.
Yeah.
But
You put a lot of thought into this, haven't
I
you?
thought about it constantly. Think about the children. Madonna and Letterman have the children. These little gap-toothed, foul-mouthed rascals running all over the house.
You know, I could do a lot worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am telling you, just please, not phony. Did anybody see that in her eyes last night? Okay. Enough said. You want Dan Warwick's number?
You're nuts, is
You want
what
it?
you are.
Telling you.
But yeah, I want to say one thing, though. You
Yeah.
know, she was very nice. She called me up and she said, "Would you like to go
Hello.
to this thing?"
Hello. Do girls call boys? Doesn't happen. Women, when you call a man, what does it mean?
What is this? What do you mean? What is this?
Look, first of all,
We're going to SeaWorld. That's what this means. No,
she calls you up. What does she say to you? I can't believe it. I'm correct.
no. She called me and she said she invited me to go to the thing with her.
Think about that for a second.
Well, I did, and I said yes, and I went.
Stick a fork in her. She's done. She's yours. I need to speak directly into a camera. Choose a camera.
Oh, you choose. Well, there you go. How
Got
about-
one
yeah,
right
okay.
I know, Madonna, you're at home in bed right now, eating a non-fat yogurt snack and watching. I have looked into your soul. Call him tomorrow. Dionne Warwick says it's okay.
Well, that's very generous of you.
Perfect. Look at your face.
Wow.
Look, he's alive.
What do you mean?
If Madonna called me, I don't know what I would do. First thing I'd say, oh, don't crap on me. I know it's not Madonna.
Yeah.
Did you think it was a joke?
Yeah, sure. I thought it was a joke.
Who did you think it was? Somebody who worked in the building or something?
Yeah, I thought it was one of the stagehands. That's what I thought it was.
Did you think it was Madonna right away?
Well, we checked. We ran a check on her.
How did you do that?
Well, we hit that star 69 and went right back and found out. In fact, it was her. I hung up and then I hit the star 69. Went right through. It was her. We ran a make on her.
That's unbelievable.
She was very nice.
No, she looked great, and I mean this. That you.
But you know,
tamed her.
you're just goofy.
It's over now.
You're
It's
just goofy.
No, I'm sorry.
How long have you been married?
Oh, now you're going to change the whole
No.
deal.
Now, how long have you been married?
Honey, Madonna never called me at the house, and I wouldn't go with anywhere. I've been married about 7 years.
There you go. All right. So you seem to be just a little more interested in this than you should be. Is all I'm saying. You know.
No, you know what's
you
sad?
got a wife. You got a family. You got a whole life.
You need a wife and a family. You got $1 jillion. She's got $1 jillion. What do you want?
Hey, well now you're talking. Come to think of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I mean, seriously. Think about it. Let's get off the subject now.
You know, it's my show. I decide when we get off the subject.
No, but you know what?
No, I decide. I'm the one who decides when we get off the
All
subject.
right, go ahead. Keep
All right.
talking.
No. We're going to get off the subject now. I have other things
You
to
want
do.
to keep talking about it?
No, we
said
don't.
it,
No,
I
I
meant
have
it,
no.
it's all.
Hey, I got a dozen subjects to talk about. We're done. Stick a fork in you. That's right. Stick a fork in your tie. Of course. That's right.
I know Madonna.
Okay,
And wait
cool.
a minute. Maybe
Huh?
Madonna's watching a tape of this tomorrow.
All right.
It's the same thing. She probably taped the show tonight. You might have a date. And then she's going to watch it on Saturday.
But everything will be the same, is what you're saying.
Same thing. What I said, I mean.
Wow.
The psychic energy's not going
Man,
to change.
that's profound. Okay, we have to do a commercial, and we'll be right back with Jay Thomas, kids. Show, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers will be out here, and then we have an amazing, this is the kind of thing that I think will appeal to you. This guy, you don't see many of these, I don't know what they call them anymore, like variety acts or specialty acts or novelty acts or something. This guy comes out here and just with himself and actual fire puts on quite a terrifying and exciting and exhilarating performance.
He lights himself on fire.
Well, I don't want to give all that that away.
But is it like a one-time thing? You'll never see him again, right?
No, he's...
Comes out, does his act once, and then it's the end of the thing?
No.
Is he a monk? I mean, is it like from, when they used to light
No,
themselves?
it's
Is it
no,
a
it's
protest
nothing
of
like
some
that.
sort?
But it's but you're frightened because you're thinking along those lines,
Well, I'll be frightened when he comes out.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be very exciting.
Okay.
Now let's see. I guess.
Thanks for plugging him in the middle of my time. Because you want to hear the truth? I could care less about the guy on fire.
Well, no. See, that's not very generous. That's not very supportive of your fellow performers.
I'm not supportive of my fellow performers.
Speaking of that,
They all disappeared. It's fine with me.
you know, we're getting ready. We're going to California tomorrow for the big Emmy Award show, and we'll probably see you out there as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. We can hang around in Los Angeles.
No, I'm not going.
Why not?
I'm not nominated for that thing. Not nominated, not invited. I'm going to do what Tim Allen did. Oh, forgot to turn in my application. But I would have won.
Yeah.
I turned in my application in triplicate. Think how bad I must feel. I was not nominated. Annie Potts is nominated, who's my co-star
She's your
on
co-star
Love and
there.
War.
Love and War, yeah.
Eileen Hecker, who plays my mother, is nominated.
Now, how come you weren't nominated?
I think I'm blacklisted. I was a member of a communist reading room when I was young. I don't know what it is, but I know that I did everything you're supposed to do. I paid my fee. You have to
Now,
pay a fee.
you won an Emmy, didn't you?
I'd like another one.
Yeah.
I won one. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. I'd like another one, but unless I'm invited.
They've recognized your work. They're moving on. That's what they've done. They've recognized your work. They said, here, good job, thank you. And now there's other people to
Well, you know
salute.
I wish you win tomorrow night, huh? Sure. If you don't win, Madonna never calls again. You know that. Actually, you know, look, it's an interesting thing. And when you go, and you've been before, when you sit in the audience, they have people that take your place when you go to the bathroom.
That's right, because when they turn the cameras on the audience, they want to make it look like the place is packed.
Right.
They don't want to see empty seats on the show.
Years ago, I went, and I had an arranged date. I was with ABC at the time.
What do you mean an arranged date?
I couldn't get a date.
Your
The
folks
network
from the
said,
old country put it together
Yes.
for you?
So, like an executive, sort of an executive gal went with me. I don't know what it was, but I was taken with her. This is many years ago.
An executive gal, is
Yeah,
that
an
what you said?
executive gal.
You said that.
Well, I don't know what she was. A young woman who was an executive with the network. So I go, and I liked her, you know.
Yeah.
And so we're having a nice time. And when I went to the bathroom, a really tall, handsome guy sat in the thing.
That's what they do. Well, there's seat fillers. They're
She-
hired
she-
to fill up the seats.
She went off with him. And the next thing you know, like a really ugly seat filler was in her spot. And my date never came back from the bathroom, you know. I didn't know what it was.
That's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my...
It's awful. So the Emmys, I don't have a good taste in my mouth about the Emmys. Not a good taste at all.
Did you have a good summer?
Yes, I did have a wonderful summer.
What'd you do?
I did a movie.
You were in a movie. Now, that's great, because the last time you were here, you said you had no plans for movies. Nobody had called. Nothing had been offered you.
People acted like I was begging for work.
Yeah.
I get all these phone calls the next day. I said I wasn't begging. I was chatting with Letterman
Dave.
about it, right?
Dave, yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
I say Letterman.
Yeah, all right.
Madonna-man, Mr. Madonna.
That's very cute. Very cute.
And I was offered, you know, some stuff I didn't take originally to replace you in Cabin Boy 2, which is coming out real soon.
Well, those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Big shoes.
Now we're talking about awards.
I did a movie with Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, he's very good.
And I play his friend, and I'm a coach, and we age over 30 years.
Is there a dog in the movie?
There's
Big
no
dog?
dog.
Big lovable dog?
No, I have like 4 girlfriends in the movie.
You sure this is not a dog movie?
This isn't a dog
You have a
movie.
Big Love, The Adventures of You and Richard Dreyfuss and the Big Lovable Dog? Big dog named Woofsy or something like that? Woofy or...
Just because I said Madonna likes you, don't get rough with me. Don't,
Oh,
it's
let's
called
see.
Mr. Holland's Opus. It'll be out in the spring.
Oh, good. Right.
And it's about teachers. It's going to be like a family movie.
Sound like a blockbuster. like you
It's
got another.
gonna be fabulous.
Like you get another Star Wars on your hands there. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Here I am.
Another
I'm only
Jurassic
here to
Park.
promote
I know,
myself. This
okay.
is not the kind of treatment I
No,
expected.
I don't know what's the matter with
You
me.
know, they
I'm
call me-
nervous about the big trip.
No, they've called me a number of times, and I said, I'm not going back if he gives me any more. It's not.
No, they haven't called you that way.
Because I heard the LA Law thing, too.
No,
I didn't
that was
like
just
it.
a joke. It was just a
I
joke.
didn't like
No,
it. And
you
he
liked
said
it.
mad about you. I
No,
didn't like that either.
that's just a. You liked it. You enjoyed it.
I didn't like. I was thinking of punching one of you in the nose.
All right,
Probably you.
yeah. I would start over there. I'd start over there. All right.
No, you know what? When
Hey, we
I
gotta
come here,
go.
I'd like some more. Don't shake my hand.
No,
I
we
want
gotta
more
go.
respect.
No, we gotta change the subject again.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, you've made that decision.
Yes, I have. Jay, good to see you. Come on now. There you go. Be a guy. Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Yes, sir, Ray. That's the Rod Stewart thing.
That's right.
Exactly.
From the 70s.
Our first guest is about as big a star as we get here at CBS these days. We'll change it in editing, don't worry. His very popular series, Love and War, can be seen Wednesday nights. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program the easily agitated Jay Thomas. Jay, come on out. Nice to see you. Welcome to the program. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your very busy schedule to be with us here tonight. I appreciate that.
You know, I got to tell you that I was back there and you did the thing with the title of the show again. You know, was Love
and Hate.
Yeah. You see, that's not funny.
But it's not Love and Hate, it's Love and War.
Yeah, but here's the thing. See, this is what I do for a living.
I understand that. I understand.
I like it and everything, but
Yeah, I like you too.
I'm not here for my health.
No,
I mean,
I recognize that.
you know, plug the show.
Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue.
Now, you called it L.A. Law one night or something. You called me L.A. War. And, you know, we were on Monday nights, and they've moved us to Wednesday.
What have they done? Because my TV guide is shredded looking for that show. Where is it now?
They moved it.
You know, I'm sorry. I just can't.
No, they moved us to Wednesday night, and we're in a big battle.
Wednesday
on
night.
Well,
Wednesday
that's
night.
tough. On, ABC's got Roseanne.
Oh, my
over
God.
on their
Oh,
show,
my God.
And I think they have, I don't know, Musburger 90210 or something on Fox, and so they put us on Wednesday night, and this is tough.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be screwing with the
think
title and
no, I'm
stuff.
sorry.
And
Forgive
then,
me. I think you'll do just fine because it's
well, I don't know if we're going to do fine. We just got moved over. I'm very nervous.
Well, you'll do well because it's a high-quality show.
How do you know I'm going to do well?
Well, you're a high-quality
You're not
guy.
Yeah, but you know what? I was looking at all these shows,
Right.
and I started really trying to figure out what is the difference between. People say, "Why should we watch your show?"
Sure.
I've looked at them all. I've
Right.
researched it. There's no difference. I mean, all the sitcoms are exactly the same. What difference does it make what the hell you watch?
Well, I don't know.
You have the wacky neighbor, you have some sexual tension, and 30 minutes later, it's resolved.
Yeah.
You start the show a drug addict, 30 minutes later, you're perfect. You know? So I've looked at it, and I decided that the only difference between shows like Roseanne or other shows that are hits is that those people are rich, and I'm not.
You're doing pretty well, though.
Well, I'm doing okay.
No, you're doing pretty well.
I do okay.
You're doing okay.
I'm not doing that great.
No, you're doing pretty damn good.
I'm not doing that
Yes, you
great.
are. Yeah, you.
All right, look.
He's doing all right. This is like your 7th blockbuster hit situation comedy show. You started out years and years ago. You've been working every day of your adult life, making huge money.
No, I wasn't making huge money. People like Roseanne, look how huge, she's gigantic money. I want to make a contract with America. And my contract with America is, I think we need term limits for these damn sitcoms. I mean...
Pull the plug.
Pull the plug.
Yeah.
Because what happens after 4 years anyway? They really start recycling
That's
old
right.
I Love Lucy episodes.
Exactly.
So if you watch
Sure.
I Love Lucy and a 4 or 5 year old sitcom, you'll begin seeing the
Similarities, yep.
And here's another thing. Roseanne has bought everything she's going to buy.
She's a very wealthy woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't bought all the things I want to buy. So if you watch Love and War, and it's new time on Wednesday
Now,
night,
see, if you're going to do this, you have to promise something in return.
it's good for the economy.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to buy things. You go to bed at night, you go, I made him rich.
Jesus, I never quite looked at it like that.
And you know what else? You know what? Roseanne's about to marry her bodyguard, right?
Yes, I believe so.
You know, that's like a ratings ploy. You know, it's like those, I'll marry my bodyguard.
Well, now that, I'd pay to see that.
I'll have a scandal. I'll do the whole thing. So that's the thing. Watch the show. I will become well. And listen, there's something else. This is true. When all these people were struggling and they were just starting
out,
they
sure.
were great, right?
Yeah.
And they get big, they're not as good. Let's get them back down again because it's character building. I got enough character.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm going to get off of this.
You don't have to get
Because actually, we're not talking to America. It's those Nielsen families,
sure,
you know. And so watch tomorrow night, Love and War, inflate the number, confuse the executives at CBS.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what happened.
They wouldn't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's got gigantic all of a sudden in 2 weeks. And you know, because I could turn I could actually have a contract on America if you get me upset. I mean, you disgruntled postal worker, disgruntled sitcom actor, no telling what I could do.
But now,
I just got a computer. I could find those Nielsen homes like in 2 seconds.
aren't you worried now that people at
ruin
home
their recipe
will
files.
sense some desperation here, and they resent desperation. They flee and run.
Who
from
resents desperation?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. People watching you now might sense some desperation in you and just say, "Well, that's it. We don't need this."
You
guy.
mean the people that are going to help me?
The people that you want to help you? Yes.
To hell with them.
I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah.
We have a lot of other stuff to talk about.
I mean, I can only be nice for so long.
No, I
and then
understand that, but it's time to do a
forget about
commercial.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're already at a commercial?
What do you mean already? You talked for 18 minutes. What do you mean already?
All right, look. Okay. Hey, I want to tell you.
Your little contract with America is longer than the Bill of Rights.
When we come back, I will tell you.
What do you mean when we come back? What if we don't come back?
We're going to come back.
What if we come back and we're decorating somebody's house?
We'll come back. When we come back, I'm going to tell you that I've had a little financial problem.
Reversals?
Yes.
Oh, God, I hate to hear
And you're going to
that.
help me
Okay.
when we come back.
All right. We'll be right back with Jay Thomas. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the program. Look at that. Look at that. See what happened? The pencil broke, and now the eraser is floating in the water.
Last time Martha Stewart was on.
Look at that.
You don't start with
No,
that.
no, I'm
Don't
sorry.
start.
But here,
Don't start.
see, look, the pencil broke
Yeah,
off.
I know. You like to throw things at me. I don't like that.
Now, I'll save this for Martha Stewart, and she'll be able to make a decorative piece of jewelry out of this. Something like this, you know, or something like a little ring, a little cocktail ring or something. You know, that'd be nice.
I can't laugh because I know you're going to throw some water
I'm
on
not
me.
throwing anything. Also on the program, Martha Stewart and Simple Minds from Scotland. Tell me about it. I understand you had a
Okay.
little problem, financial reversal, whatever, the
went,
bad investment.
to Portland, Oregon in the summer, and I did a movie with Richard Dreyfuss that you made fun of that, but God forbid I don't want to get into that again.
How'd that movie turn out?
It's going to be fine, and it's going to come out. And
When's it coming out?
I don't know at a later date, but it'll be out. Don't worry, it's going to come out. Now,
Theaters?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Airplanes?
No, I don't. No, we don't have much time. Can we
I know,
get
I
this over
understand.
with?
Sure, yeah.
So I'm in Portland,
Can
Oregon.
you get this over with? You got a cab waiting?
No,
What?
I want you. No, I'm going to let you be funny in a minute. I promise. All right.
It'll be the first time in 12 years.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. So I go with it, and we go to Portland, Oregon, a wonderful town.
Beautiful
We
country.
Lake Oswego
Yeah.
we live on. And there's a lake, and I go, I'd like to have a boat in the lake. And they
Exactly.
go, well, they don't rent boats around here. I said, well, sure, they must. They go, no, you have to buy a boat. So I go to Lanny's Marine in Portland, Oregon.
Right.
And I go, look, I just want this boat for a couple of months.
Couple
He
of
says,
months.
buy the boat. $175 a month for 10 years. Keep it for 2 months. Be like $350. And then when you leave, big TV star, I'll sell your boat.
Yeah.
It was like 9 months ago. Can't sell the damn boat. And this,
You
thing
shouldn't have
on
bought the
Wednesday
boat.
night may not work out for
That
me.
was a mistake. You shouldn't have
Hold
bought the
it.
boat.
You have a picture of the boat. Bring the boat.
Right.
Call Lanny's Marine in Portland, Oregon. Here's the boat. Here's the boat. That's Lanny
that's
waving.
a beauty. Yeah.
They should have. Look at that. It's a Baja 204, okay? You get like a hardly used ski rope. You have skis. You have a depth finder in case a relative falls overboard. You can see the depth before you jump in to save them. It's got everything. And it's hard. We tried to get a big one here, but you couldn't. And the trailer, everything. I will deliver it personally anywhere in the United States.
What are you
or its
asking for the
territory.
boat?
It's $175 a month for 10 years. Comes to like about $12,000. But don't worry, it's going to be. This is sort of like Dave's nautical.
Now, have you run ads for the boat?
Yeah, we ran some ads in the thing that didn't work. There's an ad over there, I
And
think.
why aren't people buying this boat?
I am with I'm using you for that. This is Dave is going to go with me and
Is this
ride
it
in the
right-
boat with you.
There. Is that it? No.
No, it's up
here.
top here.
That's
That's me
although
in the
that's a
boat.
good-looking boat down there. I wouldn't mind having one of
not
those.
that
What is that?
boat.
Let me see
Don't
what
be
that
looking
is.
at that boat.
Yeah, it's a blue water
you know what?
19-footer. That's not a
it's a-
bad-looking
Oh,
boat.
those boats blow up. You didn't hear it from me. Oh, wait.
All right, now
Oh,
here's the ad. Did we ever
No,
see
no,
there?
watch
There
this.
it is.
Here,
right
here's
there.
your hat to help sell a boat. This is Dave's skipper hat. And this is my this says little buddy
Little
on
buddy,
it.
yeah.
Wait, put it on.
Yeah. I'll put mine on later.
Call Lanny's Marine. We're going to sign these.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We have also, you will get, if you call right away, the designer Dave nautical
Oh, I
shirt.
like that. That's a good
This-
item.
Now watch this.
Yeah.
This spells
Out there.
Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You really can't tell from the picture, but this is how much fun your family
Look at that.
could be having. All right, watch. Here we go.
You really got some overhead tied up in this
Now
sales
watch this, look.
presentation.
Watch this. Whee!
Yeah, man. Hang on to your hats, kids.
You want to drive
No,
there?
that's right. I'm checked out on that.
There you go. Buy the not actual size. So buy the boat. Call Lanny. Lanny's Marine in Portland.
Yeah, but see
My
if you
wife's
can't
about
give me
to kill
a
me if I
deal
don't
on
get rid of
this
this damn boat.
18-foot Starcraft. That's a good
Don't
looking.
be looking at the other ads. Look at that big ad right there.
What's next in your career? What do we have to look forward to? Wednesday night, of course. Tomorrow night it'll be.
Making a profit on his boat is next.
Yeah. Love and War is coming up next.
Love and War, the movie with Richard Dreyfuss will be out in the summer, and a lot of people probably want to talk to me about it, and I hope you're on the list.
I hope you come back. I hope
I hope I do.
you sell that boat.
You know what? I'm not kidding you. I helped you with Madonna. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. No, well,
I
I'm
read
sure.
in the paper that she had dumped the entire Orlando Magic basketball team. She's coming after you next.
No, everything's fine.
But look at this.
Well, it looks like your boat there
Oh,
is
you know what? You can
torpedo.
pull this off. You could be a fan.
Yeah, okay,
A little
that's
fan
good.
if you want to do it.
All right.
So sell the boat's great.
Okay, now we have to go
You
now.
want to drive?
No, I
just for
don't.
a
We
second?
really have to go now.
Watch this.
All right. Why don't
Daddy,
you show that to Martha
go
Stewart?
faster, Daddy.
Okay. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Use the depth
Jay
finder.
Thomas. If right now you won $90 million, what would you do? I know what this woman did. You know what? The very nice thing. She has a family, of course, lives with her family. When she received the first check, she went out and bought everybody a car. That's a nice
Yeah.
thing to do. Yeah. And you think about that, man, that's a lot of dough. It doesn't. We're talking about $90 million. Makes no dent at all. What would you do?
I'd buy you a car.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you, Paul. I think I'd buy some new toys for the kiddies.
What kitties?
What?
You don't have any kids.
Yeah, I have kitties.
You have kitties?
Yeah,
oh, kitty cats.
Yeah, kitty cats.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
I'll get a new toy for you as well.
Oh, thank you. God bless you.
I'll drive it over to you in my new car. Thank you very
Cool.
much. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is an Emmy Award-winning actor. This man has appeared on Murphy Brown, of course, Cheers, and until recently, starred on his very own program right here on CBS entitled Love and War. Please welcome back to the show our old friend, Jay Thomas. Here we go. Thomas, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. You know, I'm sorry to hear about this. I didn't realize your show, Love and War, had been canceled. I thought it was still on the air.
Bastards.
No.
I usually come out here and I'm pretty happy and up, but
You're a cheerful man.
Not tonight.
No, I'm sorry to hear.
This is my first public appearance. I've been in seclusion.
I'm sorry. You took it hard then.
Very hard.
Yeah.
You know, it happens, and so I'm unemployed. I don't know what it's like, but I'm starting to feel the you know, first thing we did, we cut the lights off in our house immediately. Remember when your dad would come home and say, cut those lights off? He was having trouble at work. I know my kids are probably watching now. Sam, Jake, Thelma, Louise, cut those lights off.
Get them off.
Get them off right away.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So you went into seclusion. You're back. You're feeling better.
No, I'm not feeling. Do I look like I'm feeling better?
Well, you're out of seclusion.
No,
I thought
I'm
maybe.
telling you, we're cutting the lights off. We
I know.
can't heat the pool back
No.
at our house anymore. Well,
How's the temperature in the jacuzzi? Is that all right?
okay, hold it one second. All right,
God
you wanna
forbid
hear-
you go out there and get hypothermia.
No, this is cut deep into our family.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to hear something? This has happened.
You're
okay?
asking me if I want to
No,
hear something.
I'm going to tell you now.
No,
We
sit there
told
like
my-
a mute for
No,
the rest
we
of
told-
the show.
We told my father-in-law, Burl Michelson, who
Yeah.
lives in Wyckoff, New Jersey. And an hour later, after he found out the show was taken off the air, his gallbladder exploded.
No.
It was fine when the show was on the air. And he found out, because we don't have enough money to buy him a new one, so they take it out, and it's all over. So,
You're the kind of guy who would look good and feel good in a loser T-shirt.
no, I'm... I will tell you that I'm still on the CBS mailing list, and I got this in the mail, and they haven't taken me off. Can we get this?
Yeah, right over there.
See their new motto? You're on, and it has the I, CBS.
The switch is on.
I'm supposed to be in the you're off mailing list. They sent this to me.
Well, that's a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah. And an insult, I would guess,
Well,
as
you know,
well.
I'll tell
What are
you
you
what-
going to do now, though?
Well, you know what I did? Actually, I didn't know you were my idol until I lost my job.
What does that mean exactly?
I remember when you had that daytime TV show.
That's right,
Which
1980.
Was Cooking with Rich Hall.
No, it wasn't. It was-
Sautéing with Dave.
No, it was a
Lunch
morning-
with
All right.
Beavis and Kathy Lee. What was it?
Now there you got a show.
I'd offer $87 million. Who knew the name of that show? What was
Yeah, I think it was just called The Morning Show.
it called? The Morning
Yeah,
Show.
because it came on, you know.
I thought about some of the big stars and problems they had.
Everybody goes through it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a downtime. Then I thought, I watched that show and I used to think, get this piece of crap off the air. I didn't know you were going to turn out to be as big as you are.
That's right. A lot of people didn't.
But you know what I was thinking? Thinking about this. Your brand of humor is really better for people who are slightly sleepy, not as awake. No, it's true. You have chosen
Slightly sleepy.
Well, you have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
11:30. You know, you're very funny. 9 in the morning. You're
Not so
funny. You're not so funny.
Oh, well, screw you.
Well, what can I say? That's pretty good, isn't it? Well, obviously, I don't have a job. I have to take this off of him, all right?
I tell you what, hang on right there, and we'll try and work you through your grief. You got to work through it. You got to work through it, pal. I'm here to help you.
My cat didn't die. I lost my job.
All
We're
right.
not going through
We
grief.
have to do one of those
How
commercials.
did this go by so fast? I just sat down and now we're going to something. No, this is stupid. It can't be. My watch, I can't even get it fixed. I'm so broke. What the hell is going on? Man. Hand me that for 1 second. How would you like to be talking to someone and you see this in your face? More with Jay Thomas.
Well, would
I
you
don't
rather
wanna-
see no more with Jay Thomas? That would it could be worse.
All right.
All right. We have to pause for a commercial. We'll be right back here. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? Jay Thomas is here. Pam Hyatt. Yeah. Soul Asylum. There. I'm sorry. Have a lottery ticket.
Oh, thank you.
Use that in the cab on your way home.
What do you, 87 million?
You could, sure, right there. You could be sitting on 87 million, buddy.
I would,
Mr. Big Shot, Mr.
make-
Zillionaire.
Make 87 indecent proposals to Demi Moore. You like
There
that
you
one?
go. Cute. So what are you doing with your time now?
Now I'm doing a play in Los Angeles
That's
called
good.
Act One.
You're an actor?
Yeah, an actor. And when I came out of seclusion, I thought about what Liz Taylor does when she has
A
trouble.
really big star.
She has a lot of trouble. And when she comes out, well, she does.
Why is that?
I don't know, her back or her neck. Or
It seems to be more mystical than her back.
she comes out of seclusion, and what does she do? She goes either to the Betty Ford Clinic,
Tells people that's where she's been.
marries the guy who's building her deck, which is, or she comes out with a fragrance.
Fragrance, exactly.
I was sequestered in my bathroom for 3 days.
Yeah.
Who doesn't think good in their bathroom, ladies and gentlemen? And I came out with a fragrance that
Oh.
I think America's gonna love. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called, can you see this?
Right there, it's a beautiful
It's called
container.
Hiatus. Hiatus. Now, this is just a prototype. It's the J. Thomas collection of cancellation colognes. This is for the unemployed man. It's a masculine scent. For the man
Help him feel good about himself.
with time on his hands.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it has this, look, smell that, Dave.
Oh, just don't spray that. Don't. It may be
It has the
catching.
smell
Don't-
of failure, doesn't it?
Well, actually, that occurred here tonight earlier. So we know what that is.
We have another scent coming that's going to smell like the lobby of the unemployment office in Burbank.
Oh, well, I think this will be very successful for you.
There's another
All
coming.
right, stop it.
Wait a minute. How about for graduation? Or how about this one? Cough. You know, you get a laugh out of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can
So, hiatus
entertain
cologne.
yourself. That's
Would you
very-
like to take
I'll
this?
take
with-
it, thank
You know what's the only bottle I have of it?
Okay, well, I'll give it back right after
And
the
you
show.
can get on the ground floor of this.
All right.
With the $87 million, I'd like to speak with her also afterward. This is great.
She's a very nice woman, by
Oh,
the
I'm
way.
sure she's with $87 million. How could she not be nice?
Oh, no, it's a great
what,
story.
Are you kidding?
Just
I'm in love already.
It's a great story.
The last time, oh great, a shot.
Yeah, we got
A shot of my new fragrance.
See, now this takes all the exercise out of it. Just when you're getting ready in the morning. Blood pressure, you forgot blood pressure. It's a sphygmomanometer. Boy, the jokes write themselves, don't they?
Pretty much squeezed everything out of that bottle we can get.
Jay, let's cover some old business before you leave, and it's getting about that time, by the way.
What the hell's going on?
What happened to the boat? Remember you had that speedboat,
People
that
thought I was
boat?
kidding. I came here, I sold the boat. I wanted to thank you. We sold the boat in Wichita. We could have sold thousands of them.
A guy in Wichita called you and bought the boat.
And you know what he really liked? The hat you
The
saw.
hat? Well, that's
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
And I was thinking we could have sold thousands. You don't do a lot on the weekends. I know that.
How do you know
Oh,
that?
you say it
I'm
all the time.
very
You're under
busy
the house.
with
and
the
all this
Kiwanis Club.
Exactly. Sign us some hats.
Sign
I
some
can
hats.
sell a lot of boats with the hat.
I think you're getting a delivery here. Bring that right in.
No more with Jay
Yeah,
Thomas.
bring that
Don't
right in.
start with that, would you?
It's time to go.
This is it?
It's time to go.
Thank you. Well, we sold the boat. It was great.
Good for you. Jay, always a pleasure. You know, you're one of our favorites here, and I'm sorry to hear about the show, but as always, new things on the horizon, I'm
Hey,
sure.
look, you know what? I didn't write the crap.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just did what I was
Take it-
told.
just
I,
take
I,
it easy.
I was like a soldier. That's
Settle
all.
down a little.
I'm
We're
not
just-
like, no, he runs the thing. Next time,
that
I'm
is-
running the damn show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this stuff is clotting in the bottle. Anyway, have a great
That's a good name for it. Clotting. That's a good one.
have a great summer. I'm trying
You would be
my
good
damnedest to say goodbye to you. Have a great summer. Jay Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you don't need it. Come here. Nice job. Jay Thomas. Good to have you back on the program. There you go. It's fun with photos. May we see your photos, please? I'll take pictures of my friends. Inky, I'll take a picture of you. There you go, buddy. Can I take a picture of the folks at home? It won't screw up the camera. It won't cause a flash fire in here. Geez, I'd hate to cost CBS some money. All right, there you go. Dave, wave and smile, Dave. There you go. All right. Lady, pull your neck down a little bit. And there's Paul and the boys over there. And later, we'll relive the fun of the show via our photos. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest tonight, by the way, Paul, more Eddie Vedder, okay? Will you do me a favor? I don't ask you for much, do I?
More Eddie Vedder on the
Just
show?
load it up and go nuts. Eddie
I can
Vedder,
do
okay?
that.
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah,
Appreciate
maybe
it.
not tonight.
No, not tonight. I'm saying tonight. Tonight.
In general,
Yeah,
tonight, Eddie Vedder.
You owe me something tonight for going to sleep earlier.
I
You went
was
down.
not.
You
I
took a
was
nap.
with
No, you
you.
took a nap.
I
on
thought
me.
you were
No,
gonna
you
say
took a
it
nap.
first.
You took an. Admit it. You took a nap.
All right.
Our first guest is an Emmy Award-winning actor who currently stars. This is a very, very amazing accomplishment. He stars in the #1 motion picture in the country. It's, of course, Mr. Holland's Opus. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Jay Thomas. Jay. Nice of you to take some time off from your part-time job as a dealer in Atlantic City to come up. We certainly always appreciate it. How are things going at the wheel?
Well, I see you haven't missed the Barney's bankruptcy sale either, have you, Dave?
Hey! Look at that.
You know, I come with some prepared material myself.
I appreciate that. Congratulations
On Mr. Holland Sopas,
Oh,
Dave?
man, you must be on
Mr.
cloud
Holland Sopas?
I thought it was Mr. Holland Sopas.
About a year ago, I was here.
I remember
that. You said, what are you doing? I said, I did a film with Richard Dreyfuss called Mr. Holland's Opus. She said, oh, that sounds like another Star Wars. Remember that?
Yeah. I
Well,
was being a
it
smart
is
guy.
another
well,
Star Wars.
congratulations.
All right.
And I eat my words, and nobody deserves it more than you. You're a wonderful man, and I couldn't be happier for you and your family.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I
will tell you why this film is number one.
All right.
This film is a family film.
Oh, that's good.
And the first week, the number one movie had violence and gratuitous sex.
No.
That film has fallen completely. I don't. Maybe you shouldn't make fun of other films, but I think this is necessary.
What was that film you're talking about? Violence and gratuitous
I don't
sex?
know. Cursing and shooting people in Denver, some horrible movie like that. You had the guy here.
Well, I'm all for that gratuitous sex.
Well, you know, I have to tell you, what does that mean? Does that mean free sex?
You know, I'm not sure.
I know. I don't either. I might do a film with gratuitous sex, but violence, I won't do. But this is a movie that you could take the whole family to, including your grandmother can go to this. Like you probably had a nickname for your grandmother. Was it Mina or Nuna or you just called her grandmother? Nana, you had called her something.
No, we called her grandmother. What do you mean, Nana? She wasn't from
Everyone
Mars.
has
What
a-
do you- She wasn't from Neptune.
You can take Nana.
Not a Venusian.
You can take your entire family to see
What did you call your grandmother?
Mama.
No, that's wrong. You called your mother Mama.
No, we called my mother, we called my grandmother Mama.
Mama.
And then we would say, this is a movie we can take Mama to.
Huh? Yeah, meaning grandmother.
Grandma.
Yeah.
And
And what
called
did you-
your grandmother grandmother?
Grandmother.
Did you wear a little bow tie?
And by the way,
Grandmother's here.
we never took her to movies either.
You would have taken her to Mr. Holland's
What'd you call
office.
your grandfather?
Papa.
Papa. Grandfather.
Don't start with my grandmother. And my grandfather.
I called my grandfather Orville Redenbacher. I wish. Then I'd be sitting pretty. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Get some of that popcorn money. You know what I'm talking about?
But I will tell you, you've complimented me. I've been in this. I mean, I was here when I thought the CBSI was going to shut. Okay, and
Oh, that's right. You had a long association with this network.
and the show was canceled.
Right.
And you always had me here in the lean times. And this movie is doing great, of course.
Good for you.
Richard Dreyfuss also has a nice part in the film too.
But he looks. You know, I saw the movie and he looks different to me. He looks a little different. Looks like he's had some face work.
No, it's makeup.
No, it looks like more than makeup. It looks
No, we age from 30 to 60.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh my God. That's the thing. We age from 30 to 60.
It looked to me like, in addition to that, he might have had like a Mexican eye job or something. You know?
No, I did not.
Are
have
you
it.
sure?
Well, not around me. He didn't have any surgery around me.
That's what it looks like.
I can't believe it. No, but you know what's sad? I mean, you're really successful and you're really not that bright. But you're incredibly successful.
Here, wait a minute.
Anyway.
Hold it. Yeah, well, what about this? If I'm not that bright.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll keep it.
Yes, I am Jethro. Well.
Do I have time to say what I was going to say?
Wait, we got plenty of time. Let's just do a commercial. We'll get the commercial out of the way.
Oh,
you got
okay,
all the
sure.
time you want.
Okay,
oh, you're
great.
here, pal. You're digging in.
All right.
We got to do that. We'll come back and continue chatting with Jay Thomas. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Thomas is here. Super Bowl 30 MVP Larry Brown from the world champion Dallas Cowboys. And that wasn't Eddie Vedder, was it? Whoa, okay, that's what I thought. Good, excellent. Hey, nice going. Thank you very much. All right. Where were we, Jay? Jay?
I just called you an idiot.
Oh, that's right. No, you said I wasn't that bright.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
I'm an idiot.
Well, you were.
I'm an idiot. No, you are. You're bright, I guess.
No, thanks. Yeah. So anyway, you like the movie experience, and you're going to be doing other films now, other major motion. But you know who's good in those movies? That Greg Kinnear. Have you seen him?
Why would you bring up somebody else who I could care less about?
Well, no, it's just that he's sort of has.
I know he has a deal in the whole thing. No, I don't have a deal yet. I'm in a bigger movie than he was in, and
He was in that Sabrina. Did you see that?
I know. It's awful, awful. He wears a sweater and he smiles. What's the big deal?
Well, very personable.
Harrison Ford, see ya. It's
yeah,
gone.
Yeah, no, Harrison Ford. Yeah.
Julia Ormond. I'm not gonna do films with them.
Yeah.
No.
So, what about the Super Bowl? Did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
What's the matter? You seem like you're a little down now. Did I do something to upset you?
I had Dallas in 14.
Oh, well,
And,
there you go.
Gave 14 up, and the idiots win by 10.
So everybody's an idiot now.
No. Pro football is there for one reason and one reason only: gambling. I'm not from Dallas, and I'm not from Pittsburgh. Had I not had money in the game, I would have been taking a nap. Okay.
No interest in it whatsoever.
Well, did you have a lot of interest in the game?
Well, yes, and you know why? I'll tell you why. Because it's Super Sunday.
Oh yeah, I see. Well, you put $100 in the game, and you'll be crimping your cheeks in your chair as they go up and down. And
I'm doing a little
you,
of that now.
and I'm glad.
But, you know,
I'm glad Larry Brown.
Larry Brown is here. Maybe you'd
here.
like to talk to him about
No,
this.
I don't want to talk to you about it, but I'll tell you, it was funny. To me, it looked like, Neil O'Donnell might have had some money in the game.
No,
too.
no.
I don't think he did. I'm positive he did not.
No, it was
and I'm thinking, was perhaps he friends with Larry Brown
that's
prior
not
to the game?
It was a busted play. A lot of pressure,
Hold it one
busted
second.
play. Mr. Ralph.
Larry
Guy, Mr.
Brown
Ralph.
maybe doesn't. Neil O'Donnell had no money in the game. It's a simile, a metaphor, if you will. But if you looked at the game, and Larry Brown played a great game.
Right.
The two catches he's famous for, everyone had run the other way.
That's right.
And O'Donnell was like, Larry.
No, it didn't.
Larry.
No.
Remember how we talked about it in the hotel?
Talked about it in the hotel.
Wait a minute. And then a little while later, they all go that way. Larry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Dumps it
prove.
off.
And what did he do? Nobody's. Watch
But
this.
still in all, he could
No,
have
you
just
could-
as easily have missed those.
No, you can do it. Watch.
All right. What do you want me to do?
MVP.
Yeah. Where should I go?
Stand over there.
All right.
MVP.
All right.
Larry Brown.
Paul?
I'm O'Donnell.
Paul, do me a favor. Take a picture of this, will you?
Hold it.
There you go.
You know what else I'm going to do?
Don't screw it up.
I'll bet you $100
$100.
that you don't
Now,
catch
what do you
both
want?
of them.
Oh, that I will catch.
He
her.
takes his coat off. You see how I changed his things? Okay. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Watch. I'm Neil O'Donnell.
All right, Neil, it's me, Larry. Remember the
And you're
hotel.
all alone.
Right here.
That's one. Wait. He caught two.
What two?
No, you got to get like this.
All right, I'll get any way I want.
Could you hand me that and stop with the camera, please? You have a contract, don't you? Don't have to take pictures of him. Watch
You
this.
leave him alone. Get down. I want this
Get
to be a
down
level
here. Watch
playing
this.
field.
I'll even drop back. No, you got to catch it.
You told me to get like
Drop
this.
back. Look at this. Watch. Larry. MVP. $100. Now I got to tell you.
What have we learned here
What
exactly
we've
from that little
learned
exercise?
is, I'm telling you, first of all, I lost a tremendous amount of money in the game.
How much did you lose?
A lot of tremendous.
Did you take a bath? Did you take
I
a big
took a bath? And I'm sorry
How
that
much?
I bet.
How much did you lose?
A lot of money I
No, let's talk about it. Like $1,000?
around that amount of money.
$10,000.
No, not that much. It's below that.
5,000.
No, it's not. It's lower.
2,500.
Close to that.
All right.
And I'm sorry that I bet, and I think that it's terrible. And I bet with the bookie it's illegal, and I believe that it does finance films that have violence and gratuitous sex in them. And I think that I will turn my bookie in.
Oh, well, that's a very smart
Because
thing to
I
do.
want to stop others
Yeah.
from falling into the trap that and perhaps, not that he did it, but someone like Neil O'Donnell later on in history.
You just hang around and talk to Larry Brown
No,
about
I
this.
have-
I want you to tell him
I
your
have
little theory about-
reservations for dinner. I would love to stay. And you know what? Larry
Yeah.
Brown's a great player,
Yeah.
but he did not get the MVP award for throwing the P to a guy standing alone in a thing.
Yeah, but those were the pivotal plays of the game. That cinched it for Dallas. That sunk Pittsburgh, cinched
What
it
was
for Dallas.
Neil O'Donnell thinking?
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. It's his first time there at the big
I'm
game.
telling you.
All right, we have to go
Send
now.
him to the
All right,
Jets.
we have to go now.
That's the
We have
Jets.
to go. We have to go now.
Where are we going?
You're the only one going
You didn't
somewhere.
hurt your hand, did you?
No, I didn't. What do you mean? Did I
Well,
hurt
your
my
hand was like
no,
this.
I'm just
I
like
thought-
this. I'm
By
getting a
the
little
way, did you
tense
see how
because
I
you're
threw
not
the
leaving.
ball?
Yeah,
You see how
it was
I
a
threw
nice
the ball?
tight spiral. It was beautiful.
I look like a
Just
quarterback
like
in a beauty college, didn't I?
All right, are you going or are you
No,
staying?
I'm going to leave before Larry
Oh,
gets
no,
here.
no. Stay here for Larry. This will be good. Stay
No,
here
no, I
for
really
Larry.
don't.
We'll be right back. Bring Larry Brown out here, and you can talk about your little wagering activity and your theory on the
I
game
don't
with
wanna
Mr.
talk about
Brown,
that.
Mr. MVP. Yes, sir.
He's a defensive back. He can't be that big.
No, he's won 3 Super Bowl rings, too.
Yeah,
You
it's-
lost 2,500. He's got another ring.
I didn't say 2,500.
Oh, okay. Have you ever wondered how we get the Super Bowl MVP to appear on this show? Take a look at the process. There it is right there, ladies.
Larry! Larry! David Letterman wants you to be a guest on the show this week. Can you make it?
Tell Dave I'll be there.
Yeah.
This man had 2 interceptions in Sunday's big game, which of course led to the Dallas Cowboys' victory. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome number 24, Mr. MVP, Larry Brown.
JJ.
I'm a big fan. Could you sign?
Jay, I heard everything.
No, and seriously, just sign to Jay.
He's going to sell it. You
big
know he's going to
fan.
sell
No,
it.
I got something
to
for Jay. I got
recover his
something for
loss.
Jay.
2,500
Jay,
bucks.
Jay
I
was
can
upset
get for
that I picked that ball off. So Jay, I'm
Yeah.
going to compensate you
Whoa.
a little bit.
There you
Oh,
go.
thank you.
Wow.
Thanks to Neil O'Donnell. That's from Neil O'Donnell.
All right, thank you very much. Would you sign this? Because
All right, let's go ahead and sign that. Let me talk to you while you're signing that. First of all,
I lost more than this.
all right, Jay.
That's all Neil gave me.
Yeah, but
Congratulations on the big game.
thank you.
And tell me what happened afterward at the big victory celebration. What happened? I want to know about Barry Switzer. I want to know about Jerry Jones. I want to know about you. What did you guys do?
We partied. We had a
Now,
great
what does that
time.
mean when you party? When you say you party, what exactly does that entail?
Party means having a good time, hanging out, dancing, hugging, kissing, just celebrating the victory.
Do you
It was
really
good
not know what a party is? I mean, why do you say stuff like that?
I don't know what a Super Bowl victory party is. Now wait a minute.
Party.
I have a
Party.
follow-up question
All
here.
right.
Anybody get really, really drunk?
Why didn't I get this job when they
Who's the most likely to drink on our team?
Because you weren't thoughtful enough to wear a damn tie. That's the problem.
We had a few aspirin heads around, so
Yeah.
they had to get in late, and we had a good time. It was just a great time for
So
us.
now you tell me what goes through your mind, a world-class athlete, you see this ball, and as Jay described, your section of the field is pretty much open.
Jay said, Neil, over here, over here. Now for me, he made a bad read on the play, and the ball was coming. And I said, I cannot drop this ball. And I was fortunate enough to grab it. And after that, I tried to get my little Emmitt Smith run on and didn't make it to the end zone.
What did Emmett have to say to you after the first one?
Emmett said he was happy that I made the play. He said, could you please score? And I tried to get in, but I couldn't get in. And it was fun.
What was your life like the first year you played with the Cowboys with Emmitt Smith? What kind of relationship was that?
Me and Emmett real good friends. You know, Emmett, my rookie year, it was a big transition coming from college to pros. And the Elways, the Marinos, those guys, the Aikmans, they throw the ball very hard. So I could not catch the ball. So I'm going to explain this for Jay, too.
Neil O'Donnell throws it very soft, doesn't he?
I'm going to explain this to Jay.
Oh, yes.
I dropped about 9 interceptions trying to catch it. So I said, okay, I don't have hands. So now I do this.
That's right.
There you go.
And it comes right to me so I can catch the ball
That's
now.
how you win
You
ball
give
games.
him a
That's how you
good
win ball
target.
games.
What happened to
The kid's catching it.
What happened to Deion Sanders? What was he? It didn't seem like he had much of a game, did he?
No,
really?
he did. You know, with Deion over there, Deion's a great
I
quarterback.
saw him push a guy down.
No, Deion.
I saw him push a guy down in the end zone.
But Deion is the best corner in football. Deion, what he brings to us is guys won't go at Deion, so they'll come after me. So that allows me the opportunity to make plays. And I got to give Deion his credit. I'm happy that Deion. Guys come after me,
Now
I'm
let
able
me
to make
ask you a
plays.
question, Larry. Are you making Deion Sanders kind of money?
No, but I think after this year, I'm going after David Letterman money.
Whoa! We got to do a commercial here. We'll take a look at one of the interceptions when we run the commercial. We'll be right back, kids. Come on back. All right, let's take a look at the videotape. I think now, Larry, we're going to see your first interception in Super Bowl 30 on Sunday. There's your MVP move right there. What happened with the Gatorade and Switzer?
Switzer grabbed me after the game, and Switzer's a great guy, great coach.
Is he a nice guy? He seems like a
man,
hothead.
he's unbelievable.
Are you
coach.
sure he's not a hothead?
Nah, he's not a hothead. He's an unbelievable coach.
Looks like he might be a hothead.
And no. He is very cool.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me after the game and told me he appreciated me playing for him. And that's when I saw the Gatorade coming. And I just held his attention just enough for those guys to wet him, and I got out of Dodge. I didn't want to get wet.
Cool, nice going.
I didn't want to get
now,
wet.
what do you get as MVP? Do you get a lot of stuff? You get a car? You get a lot of dough?
You get to come on Dave Letterman.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
All right. I'm going to pass to you, and we'll let Mr. Big Shot here try to intercept the pass. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Any route you want to go.
Oh, wait a minute.
RJ, it's up to you.
Hold on.
All right, Big Shot.
Hold on.
Here we
Hold
go.
on.
Wherever you want to go.
Now, don't I get to hit him the
I don't
first
care.
5
It
yards?
doesn't make any difference.
You ain't
All I
gonna
know
go
is
down.
you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. That's all I know.
No, I get to hit him the first 5
No, you don't.
yards.
Keep your hands interference. Keep your hands off
Okay,
of
you
me.
ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Go.
No.
Try it again.
Interference. First down.
Try it again. Come my way again.
Larry. Deep, Larry. Go deep.
No good.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Larry, thank you very much. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. The Super Bowl MVP, Larry Brown. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we've run out of time. Brian Regan, who was supposed to be here with us tonight, we'll have to reschedule him at his earliest convenience. He'll be appearing at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina, tomorrow through February 4th. So if you're in that area, or, hell, even if you're not, go down and see the kid. My thanks to Jay Thomas and, of course, Larry Brown. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
That's just fine.